Hi, my name is Laura, and if you're new, hello, welcome to my channel. If you're, if you've been here, welcome back. This is kind of like one of those videos that I'm just gonna do because I'm bored, and I don't know when this is gonna be posted, but I'm pretty sure this will be posted after my Dillard's thing. This is gonna be my like everyday kind of beach makeup or summer makeup or like spring. This is pretty much my all year makeup, if to be honest, because I never have enough time to really get ready. So when I'm like shooting out the door, or if I'm like, sometimes I'm just going to Walmart, I don't need to do a whole makeup routine. So I'll do this look right here, which is only a 1, 2, 3, 4-step process, and then 5 if you add chapstick or like a lip gloss. I would do a nice natural looking lip. If you're going out to the beach, you don't need to put on lipstick to go to the beach. You know what I mean? I need to do my everyday makeup routine. Plus, I got more affordable things this time. So if you keep watching, you'll see what I've used and everything. And back there, you can already see the chaos that happened, which is not really, it's not a lot. Everything that I got was in my makeup bag. Like, it has all my stuff in it. So a lot of this is a Maybelline look. But there is still some Estee Lauder that I do use because it is worth buying. So if you're interested in, if you're in between both, you want to use affordable makeup, but you do want to use good makeup, this will be your video. And yeah, so this is also a good beginner's, look, or beginning makeup look. And also I painted my nails for y'all, so y'all don't have to deal with nasty looking nails, even though I did kind of like paint a little off the line, but oh well. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and just keep watching the rest of the video to get this makeup look. Thank you. Okay, so to get started, I am still using a makeup sponge. This is like a really cheap, like the whole package was like $1, and I'm still using the package from like 2 months ago from when I had the Estee Lauder. No, I got a new package after the Estee Lauder. Or did I? Still using these. My new foundation that is, I personally think is better than the Estee Lauder, is this Maybelline New York Fit Me foundation. This is the matte poreless, and it's the shade 220. I had 228 because 228 had a girl that was like Mexican oriented, and there was like a girl next to her who was like a little bit lighter and like more Italian type thing, which me, and no, it was so dark and orange, like everybody at work was asking if I like spray tanned my face and not the rest of my body or something. And I was like, you know what, I need to go lighter, so I went lighter, and this is the shade 220. So I want to say if you're like a Latina, Italian, dark hair, but you don't have fair skin, you have fairly dark skin, I would start off with the 220 because that's when it starts to get a little bit dark, but it's not too orange. So that's what I've been using. And here I've just kind of put it on the back of my hand. It is very liquidy, but it's easy to apply. Like, it does not dry fast. So like I can put it all over my face. And as you can see, it already covered up all of that redness and stuff. Let me do this side of my face so y'all can see. Because when I did that with the Estee Lauder, a lot of y'all liked it because y'all like the side-to-side comparison. But I put this everywhere, and it's like, it's honestly foolproof, but only if you get this shade in your skin, because I had the darker one, and like I was missing spots everywhere, and you could tell. But when you get the one that's your perfect shade, it's honestly foolproof. Like, it was so easy to cover up everything. And also get right here. And this does have flashback because it does have SPF in it. This is probably gonna make my camera go insane. Or not camera, this is my phone, but it's gonna make my phone go insane. I don't think this has terrible flashback. Like, I've been taking pictures the past week when we were at, you know, in Louisiana, and like, I don't know, it's been fun. Like, I don't, picture quality is fine. It's not too much flashback or anything. And also what I did with the other foundation that's a little bit too dark, I did use it as like contouring, so like I put it where I wanted my contour. But the thing about it is it's orange, so I didn't really use it as much. So, and then I figured maybe if I got a tan this summer, which it probably won't happen, I could mix the two foundations and just go darker. I've also thought about giving it to my friend Macy, because sometimes she's currently darker than me. Okay. So now that I worked that all in, this foundation is like the Estee Lauder foundation, or the Estee Lauder foundation I was told sets itself. So this, I like to say it sets itself also. There's a glare from, or not a glare, there's a shadow from the camera. I was trying to give y'all good lighting. But yeah, it's already dry. I just like to work in my foundation. I also like to put it around my eyes, because you don't want your eyes to be, you know, you want to get those out too. And this foundation was only $8, that part up, but it's really good. I like it. This one is my current favorites, which by the way, I will do a video on my current favorites. So I got this from Estee Lauder. This was like 20 bucks. It's the shade 03 Brunette, and it's the Estee Lauder, the Brow Multitasker, and it has the brush, then it has the pencil, and then when you twist it, it has this. This is 20 bucks. When I worked at Dillard's, I had no problem buying this. This is the first one that I've gotten, and I got this in the end of January, and I'm still using it. It's still going good. It is worth 20 bucks because it did last longer. The foundation that I used only lasted a month. This lasted way longer. So I would say this is worth it. So that's one thing that I like from Estee Lauder. It was 20 bucks, so it was definitely worth it. I would also say what I've been really using is these two. This is the Maybelline, this one is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. And I would say if you don't have any bright eyebrows, or if you're that kind of girl that shaves her eyebrows off and does her own sculpted eyebrows, then I would say use this, because it's so precise that it can create fine lines to create that feather-like look to your eyebrows, but also it can create a nice, you know, sculpted end. And so I like this one, but another problem with this, it only lasted me like a couple of months, because I like to, here lately I've been liking to fill them in a lot more, but this is just for feather-like strokes only, because if you try to color in the end of your eyebrows like I was doing with this, it did go faster. So I would say only do like strokes with this. Do not try to fill in, because one, you have this. This is the, what is it? Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel, and this is meant to fill in your eyebrows and to also, I don't think there's any fibers in this. I haven't noticed any. I thought it was like the Gimme Brow, but it is a gel, so it's gonna make sure that your eyebrows stay in place for one, and that the hairs stay in place. And I did a review on this, but I never posted it, so now I'm gonna do my review now, since I've used it before and I've liked how, you know, it came out. So like I said, feather-like strokes, because with the other stuff, or with the one that I had before, it went away so fast because I kept filling in my eyebrows instead of doing this. Alright. And then this one, I don't really like using this spoolie. I would use a thicker one, but if you do use this one, use it lightly, because I did find that it was a little too harsh for this formula. It needs a softer spoolie. Okay, and then we move on to the eyebrow gel, and this is gonna really fill it in and give it that nice sculpted look. Let me go get a mirror. Okay, so yes, I have not done my eyebrows in a while, but I kind of like the feathered look to them here lately, because here lately, like I've been looking, the girls on Instagram, they have the sculpted look, you know, the Instagram baddie, they have the, you know, the sculpted eyebrow look. But if you look at models, which models are my inspiration, because even though models, they have like, sometimes they have an unrealistic body, you know, to go by, or unrealistic diet goals, they still have natural makeup, or they still look natural. And that's what I like to do with my makeup, is look like a model rather than looking like some girl on Instagram or something. I like that model look. So if you notice, a lot of models, they have the unruly eyebrows, or really thick eyebrows, or really thin eyebrows, or, you know, they still have a natural look. There's really nothing taken from their beauty except for their bodies. Sometimes, you know, when they take photo shoots, you know, somebody photoshops their body. But I would say makeup wise, they have very, very realistic goals, and you should always look at, I like looking at the Vogue's, what is it? The Vogue makeup tutorial, where like Kendall Jenner shows her makeup tutorials, or Gigi Hadid, and they barely put on any makeup. That's the kind of tutorials that I like. So, and I still watch like Jaclyn Hill, Jeffree Star, because like I am a makeup artist. You know, I have done, you know, makeup clients or clients in the past. So I always like to stick to what a lot of people watch or what they might follow. So yeah. Okay, so I like to put this on very freely, because you can always clean it up with the Maybelline foundation. The Maybelline foundation is still really good to use. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get a Q-tip, because normally people have Q-tips. Oh, you can take a brush, but I like a Q-tip because it's softer and it wipes it off more, and then plus, you know, it's disposable. So if you're a makeup artist and you want to clean up something, I would definitely use a Q-tip, because it's easy to clean off. Oh my gosh, I so forgot I had this. Nothing can fix caffeine cravings like Coke, but also like coffee. Coffee and Coke are like my two favorite drinks. But one thing, never give me Pepsi, because I don't like Pepsi. I'll do it if it's the last resort, or if I'm at a Mexican restaurant, because apparently Mexican restaurants don't have Coke. But I'll take it if I have to. Okay, so with this sponge, also what I like to use, these sponges, if you are doing a makeup client, it's also really good to like keep up with their foundation. So like if you still need to do some, you just kind of press into here and it goes on to there. And that way, when you do clean it up, unlike a brush can have a lot of like, it can have too much on the brush. This, you pretty much just rub it in. So it's kind of like an eyeshadow stick. You just rub it in and use the blank side to clean it up. And this is not sponsored, for anybody wondering. If it was, that'd be great. So, let's see. I kind of like to just take my fingers like that and do that. That way you still have a natural looking eyebrow. It's kind of feathery, which apparently is the look here lately, is to have natural looking eyebrows that are feathery and nice. I should get my eyebrows waxed just to like help with this situation and for, you know, underneath, but still it looks like a more natural eyebrow and it looks more Brooke Shield-esque than, you know, Instagram baddie. So I like doing that. So yeah, me, I never grew up with eyebrows, or never grew up with natural thick eyebrows. And we're going to take the brow gel. This side I kind of like to just break up the gel because you don't want it to sit there for too long. Sponge dabbing it. I'm just cleaning up the ends right here. I like to go under just a little bit to get any of that stuff off and to see if I can cover any more differences from both. And when I do that, I kind of lay it there and I just like press it like a button, you know what I mean? So it's like you lay down the sponge and you press it because you're trying to like just put whatever's left on that sponge right there. And then I take this side, which is clean side, and I kind of go under. And it's okay if you kind of touch your eyebrows. All it is gonna blend the foundation a little bit into there. And I'm gonna do a little bit right there because I think the Q-tip kind of took off some. Is the Colossal Volume Express, again by Maybelline. Again, not sponsored. I've just really been reaching out to like Maybelline because I just like, I don't know, every time I grab something from there, I'm like, ooh, I love it, and I fall in love, and I keep using it, and using it, and using it, and every time I go back to use like somebody else's makeup, they have Maybelline too, and I end up liking what they have. And this one is a really good one because this is not one of the waterproof ones, but it does come off easily. I found this to like, you know, be better to my eyelashes than like CoverGirl, because CoverGirl, I use like the Rocket, maybe that was Maybelline too. But I want to say there was another one with CoverGirl that I used and it will not come off, and it was just awful. It was like tearing up my eyelashes. Like I use baby wipes and everything and will not come off. I use Witch Hazel, will not come off, and like it was doing a number on my eyelashes. But now my eyelashes, I want to say, are pretty good. Like they've been good to me. So Maybelline has been my lifesaver. So what I like to do is start off with one coat, and then letting that one dry, dipping back in, swirling it around. I put when the end has a little bit too much, I kind of like, you know, flick it in there. Okay, and then I like getting the very ends really good. One thing I like doing my mascara, I put foundation on my eyelids. One, because it kind of gets on your lashes, and when the foundation gets on your lashes, it catches on to the mascara very nicely, very evenly. Because like your eyelashes, you know, it is hair. Hair does get oily. Your eyelashes do get oily. So it's good to like put some on top of it before you put on your mascara. So when you put on your foundation, you want to really make sure you get your eye area so it can kind of get your lashes too. My bottom lashes are dark to begin with, but you can put this on your eyelashes if you want to. What I like to get here lately is I'll get a Q-tip and I'll actually like, but this is only when I'm doing myself. Something weird going on. And I kind of clean the bottom up with a wet Q-tip, and it gets all the foundation off of my hair. And I'll take like a little bit because I wet my eyelashes at the bottom. Okay, first on a client, I would use like water, and I'll like spray it with water. But on me, I don't really care. But then I put the mascara on, and it doesn't get clumpy or anything because your eyelashes are now wet and they can't really hold on. And they don't get as clumpy. So. But that's what I like to do. I did not put any kind of shadow, foundation, or whatever because I just don't. This Colossal really helps. Like, I have really thin eyelashes, so this mascara really helps to like keep them nice, long, full, and like that. So I would say this is kind of like a natural makeup routine. I like this alone. I would definitely go to a pool party with all this on. I don't really get into the water. I don't like putting my head underwater here lately because one, my ears get infected so much now, and every time I put my head underwater for summer, I always get some in it, and it always like drives me insane. Again, this is one of my favorites. I think this is 20 bucks though, so this was a lot. Just for this, the foundation and the eyebrow pencil, everything but I spent about $112 on everything that I spent, which was a little ridiculous for makeup, but like I said, like this was worth it, and the eyebrow pencil was worth it, not the foundation, because the foundation only lasted me like a month. So with that being said, so this is very pigmented. That's why like a little goes a long way. It does not have a lot of kickback. So like when you touch it and stuff, it's still one piece, and it goes on, you can see little flecks in there, but it goes on the brush very nicely. So there's not a lot of kickback, and there's not a lot of fallout when it gets on your face. So that means that this has a nice, I think it's silica. When it has a lot of silica in it, it means that it's gonna stay in the, you know, packaging. It's not going to kick back or fall out from the brush. And it also means it's a little bit, it's like silicone. That's what I'm like, or I think it's a mineral, but I don't know. It just helps keep it together. So I like putting this on a big brush for one, because it is very pigmented. You want a big fluffy brush. The girl that had her brush was like as big as this pan. Like, this is not, like, it was huge. It was a brush like maybe that big. So from here to there, like it was that round, and she put that all over my face. So this, I just kind of get the very edges of my forehead because I don't want a huge forehead. If anybody has a huge forehead, like, you know what I mean. So it's okay to like dip in a couple of times. You can see it kind of looks a little red or a little pink, but in real life it's a nice, you know, darker skin tone look. So somebody could actually use this as a foundation, not me, because again, it's a bronzer. It's gonna have those gold flecks in it. So, and then I kind of like to get right here a little good. I don't want it too contoury. I just want it to, you know, look like I have some warmth in my face. Oh my gosh, my brush just broke. And yes, if you notice, this is chewed up because of Wesson when he was a puppy, and I just kept it because it's still a good brush. So I'm gonna get right here, like get your jawline, but I always do circles and go a little bit above the jawline and a little bit below. I also like getting this spot because this always ends up getting white, and like my face, you know, you don't see this part. So I always like to get right there, but always be careful because it could look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. Again, this is not for contouring, just warming up the face. So I kind of like to put this on loosely. This is a little bit more, this is a smaller brush than what the girl used. So I would use a huge, big brush, and the big brush will make it look more natural and more on the edges rather than it looking like contour. And what I like to do, a lot of people say don't do this, especially as a makeup artist, but I do it anyways because what if you don't have that brush that day and something happens, you gotta improvise. To me, that's what being a professional is about, knowing all the tips and tricks to everything. This is my Naked 2 palette brush. I'm taking the fluffier side. I'm kind of dipping it into here, and I'm just gonna go right here. And I'm just pressing it in because I do not want to swipe it. I'm just kind of pressing it in. There you go. That way it creates a dimension, or it creates depth in your eyes, and your face doesn't look too one-dimensional. But yeah, that's kind of like a quick and easy beach goddess look. And you don't want to look like Selena Gomez going down the Met Gala, even though she did take some good pictures that she didn't look too dark in. But that's how I do my makeup look. I'm gonna do my hair next, but probably not today. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow. But you know, this is like, you know, if you spend all day at the beach or whatever and your hair looks like this is what it's gonna look like.